In this video, we're going to explore three different types of loops. They're the three loops that we have in Snap. We have a forever loop, a repeat 10 times or however many times loop, and a repeat until loop. And so the differences in these, every time we're using a loop, we want to use this loop because we're doing something over and over again. So all of these have the same basic idea that you're doing something a number of times. Repeat with a number, this is going to mean I know exactly how many times I need this to go. These other two blocks are used, the repeat until and the forever loop, are used when we don't know how many times we want something to go. A repeat until is going to eventually stop and then keep going. You'll notice it has this bump at the bottom. So we'll do this thing until something's true, and then it'll keep going on to something else. A forever loop will keep going on and on and on forever until you end the code. So a repeat until is something that we call terminal. Terminal means it has an ending. And a forever block is non-terminal. It's non-terminating. It's like the decimals that just keep going forever. Um, one of the things that we use a lot of times with a forever block is actually we stick an if inside this. So this is going to keep going forever and ever and ever, but it will only do what I put inside this if this thing is true. And so this is a way to make something keep going forever and ever and ever, but only do something in a specific situation, but it'll never stop. Whereas a repeat until is going to keep going until this thing is true, but then it's going to stop. So we use this in a lot of different modeling situations. We use these different types of loops. So specifically, like when we're trying to simulate real life, one classic situation is gravity. In gravity, we want to repeat something until you land on the ground, but then we actually want it to keep going whenever you're not on the ground. So most of the time when we're doing gravity, we actually use a forever if. Forever if we're not touching the ground, move downward. And that would be a way to do gravity. So this is something that you're going to see a lot. This is a major issue that happens in video games. Sometimes you have constants, sometimes you don't. Gravity, for example, in real life, gravity is an acceleration. It gets faster and faster and faster. In video games, much of the time, we don't make gravity into something that accelerates. We make it something that's constant all the time. So when we're modeling, we actually have to make these choices. Do we want it to fit more like real life, or do we want it to be something that we could actually use? So look at these blocks, figure out which one fits the situation that you're using. Good luck.